Thank you for staying with us on The Pulse. I'm Gary Alsmith now with the sport. Over the weekend, it was expected that Asante Kotoko will back the trend of Ghanaian clubs that have been unable to go past the group stage in African club competition. The last time that happened was in 2008. And they couldn't, in a few words. They went to Zambia, they played Zesco United. However, they did not get the win that they wanted, meaning that they had crashed out after a pulsating campaign. On the line to speak to us is Michael Nkansa, who is the chapters boss, the PRO of the chapters of Asante Kotoko. Hello, Michael. Hello, Michael.
Hello, Gary.
Yes, he's the PRO of the National Circles Council. Thank you very much for joining us and for your time.
Yes, Gary, it's a pleasure being on the show.
Right. The train has stopped, and Asante Kotoko have to look back on this kind of the campaign you've had. How would you say is your assessment or the National Circles Council's assessment of the campaign in the Confederations Cup?
Well, first of all, let me say a very big thank you to yourself and your producers for having me on the show. And let me express our sincere appreciation to our numerous supporters who supported the team from the beginning up to the stage where we got to yesterday. From the National Circle's point of view, we are very much happy about the extent to which the team had performed. More importantly, judging from the fact that serious football activities are not taking place in Ghana for some time now, we were of the opinion that given the performance of the team up to where we got to yesterday, we just have to commend the playing body and the technical team for demonstrating and displaying such character and showing that given the needed opportunity, they will be able to perform creditably well. It is quite unfortunate that the expectation of our supporters did not come to fruition, more especially when we could have qualified just at the time we were playing Al Hilal in Kumasi just about a week and a half ago. I think that our inability to progress to the next stage was all as a result of the fact that we could not take advantage of our home match against Al Hilal, which has actually cost us moving into the Zesco match yesterday. But I think that we want to say thank you to our supporters, thank you to the playing body and everybody who supported the cause of Asante Kotoko this particular campaign up to where we have gotten to.
All right. So, if you would take the benefits or the positives out of this campaign, what would it be?
Well, if I'm to take the positives out of the campaign, I think that our participation this year, first of all, had given some players the opportunity to taste how it tastes to play in the African interclub competitions. Most of these players who are currently playing for Asante Kotoko have, in one way or the other, not participated in this competition before. And this year's participation has given them that milestone and that opportunity to showcase what, if they are given the needed opportunity, they also have in stock. I feel also that given the number of years that we have struggled to get to the stage where we got to this year, I think that this year's participation was motivation enough to make sure that in the next given years, if we have the opportunity to also assemble ourselves and participate in either the Confederations Cup or the Champions League, we will know how the stakes, the extent of which the stakes are in terms of the participation, and we'll be able to put our house to make sure that what has actually cost us the exit this year, we'll be able to prevent that. I think that also moving forward, it will give the technical team, more especially Sakono and Akapo Patron, who have also not had a coaching experience of participating at this level of football as far as African interclub competitions are concerned. And so now they have also learned some lessons. I believe that moving forward, they will be guarded against certain things that they were not, if not for the participation of this year, they would not have been privy to it. I think that now they will have the needed experience and the needed technical know-how to make sure that when they have the opportunity again to participate, things will not be done the same way as it has been done. But I'm sure that irrespective of the positives and advantages, there are some minute and very little disadvantages and very bad experiences that we have also had. More importantly, where we also have the challenge of managing the expectations of our supporters at certain stages, where they expect certain results when the results were not coming. I think that a lot of lessons have been learned, and moving forward, we'll be able to put a lot of notes together and ensure that when we have the similar opportunity, we'll be able to do something good for ourselves.
Right. Thank you very much, Michael Nkansa. We appreciate it. And next time we speak to you, we'll be looking at what next for Asante Kotoko, considering that there is no active football still happening in the country. Thank you for your time. So that's Michael Nkansa speaking there. Now, the farm perspective, and for some of you, you may take that as the administrative perspective. What about some of the bigger issues? So we put together some of these infographics you may have seen on social media. And here we see the story of Ghanaian clubs who are still unable to break that glass ceiling of the group stage. So from 2012, you do have Brekum Chelsea, who were in Africa in the CAF Champions League. They finished third in Group B. They had 9 points from 6 games. They scored 9 in 12. Basically, they did not advance. And then you come to 2016, to the CAF Confederations Cup. We had Mediama as well. They also did not advance after finishing third in their group. That was Group A. And in 2018, that's last year, we had Aduana Stars come fourth in Group B. They were bottom of their group. They did not advance as well. And then latterly, we've had Asante Kotoko, who have been unable to make it past the group stage as well. And we've been asking the question, what is the issue? Now, here are a couple of comments that we can see here. Yehowa Adom says, my people, let me tell you the truth. No Ghanaian club will win any continental trophy in the next 40 years. Mark these words. For the next 40 years, he says, not because we don't have the talent, but because we lack planning. It's in Ghana that we talk about FA members more than the players. That is his comment. Next, Benjamin Chawete says, this question should have gone to Kwesi Nyanteshi. Kwesi Saforo says, it's because we've been represented by mediocre clubs, especially Kotoko. Chris Arnold says, truth be told, our clubs are not ably represented. You compare the quality of the opposition and you know that they don't match up. Brekum Chelsea has some quality, but they lack experience after a season in Africa. What happened to their team? Daniel Abdulati says, poor planning and a lack of patience. Ibrahim Zibila says, only one Ghanaian club have won both African club competitions. That's House of Folk in 2001 and 2005. We put together these player ratings as well. Let's expand to see. So from the Joy Sports team, we thought that we could look at who the best players in the CAF Confederations Cup for Kotoko have been. And this is what we came up with. Felix Annan, the goalkeeper, being the best according to our ratings. Kwame Bonsu coming with a healthy 8. He is a midfielder. And then Sonia Yakuba, the striker, who scored twice but assisted 5 times. We might see that start. Emmanuel Jemfi, also we gave him a 7/10. And then Fatao Salifo as well. Let's go to our next infographic. Now, for us, we've been looking at how this has benefited or otherwise Asante Kotoko as well. And for us, one of the first things is that on the green side are the good things that we have put together. They've provided fabulous entertainment. They've given a boost to the local economy. And also, they have brought respect back to Asante Kotoko and their fans. On the minus side, we think that the competition has shown why we need domestic football back, because Kotoko clearly suffered. Also, it took a lot of Asante Kotoko's money. And then the poor ticketing systems at the Baba Yara Stadium ensured that, as we saw in the CCTV footage last 2 weeks, they caught people stealing Kotoko's money from the gate proceed seats live on the CCTV camera. So these are some of the things that we've been looking at the Joy Sports team as well. Later, we'll be sharing with you some of the other information that we've got, including the pedigree of Asante Kotoko and more. So you can find these infographics on myjoyonline.com or head over to the Joy FM page or the Joy Sports Facebook page. That's the sport for now. I'm Gary Al Smith. I'll be back later with Sports on Prime.